Okay, I am here live with Mr. Chris Sheridan, who just saw the new Star Wars Force Awakens last night.
That I did.
And how you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you.
Good to hear. Now, you bought these tickets about 2 months in advance. What was the anticipation like over the past 2 months?
The anticipation is just tremendous, right? We've been focused on this for a long time. It really, 3 years ago when Disney announced that they were buying Lucasfilm and we're going to have these movies, and very excited. I think we're getting 3 movies in about 15 months, and it's all just very exciting. And so the anticipation was very high on this one. And we knew this was a movie that we had to get right for really the other movies to do well. So highly anticipated, and really lived up to its mark.
Great. And now you spoke about Disney. As Disney has integrated the process, do you think Disney is a positive influence on the new Star Wars franchise, or a negative influence, or no influence at all? Please speak to Disney.
I think Disney has done an excellent job of just grooming a lot of these story arcs. I think we saw that a lot with Marvel, and it's clear that their strategy with Lucasfilm is very much the same, is to take a lot of these characters in this sort of universe, have them really sort of spread across, and really sort of develop these characters and really protect these characters. And certainly Disney's had a lot of experience with that, starting with Mickey Mouse and coming all the way up to today. So I think Lucas made an excellent choice as far as where to sell the company to, and so far so good. I mean, great job. Hats off to Disney. They've done a great job with it.
And how did J.J. Abrams do? I mean, did you feel that he honored the original trilogy, or what were your thoughts on J.J. Abrams?
I really thought the writing was tremendous. I thought him and Lawrence Kasdan penned an exceptional script. They really were able to bring in a lot of new elements to the story, and really introduce some new characters. It's really hard. It's the first time in the Star Wars universe we've seen really new characters. In the prequels, we already had a predisposition of many of the characters. Here, it was really, we don't know where these characters all land. So it was really neat to see some of these new characters come in, have an open field as far as where they go. My only concern about the kind of feedback maybe for me, the Star Killer base has very much of a Death Star type of feel to it, and maybe they could have found some other kind of other weapon, or maybe kind of other plot element as far as that destruction of the planet goes. But it was really good. It was it doesn't take away from the film.
And in the overall success of the new movie, how does Daisy Ridley and John Boyega play as a part of that?
I think John Boyega really was really good, and I think it was interesting. At first, you weren't sure it was going to work, having an AWOL stormtrooper to really take up into such a lead piece to it. But I think having where they sort of groomed that, and they groomed Daisy Ridley, I thought Daisy really did a phenomenal job. She really blew me away as far as her acting and what she did, and she was able to be witty when it needed to be witty, and able to be emotional when it needed to be emotional, and she was phenomenal. I think the highlight of the film, in my opinion.
Now, how did you, what was your opinion on the old characters? I know they didn't play, by what I hear, they don't play a major role in the new Star Wars. What was your opinion of their acting, their parts in the movie? How did that play in your overall opinion, Chris?
Sure. I mean, I think, first of all, Harrison Ford as Han Solo, he did a great job. He really stepped in and really just brought back to life the character that is Han Solo. Luke is the MacGuffin in this film, right? It's really weird. Luke is a part of the film, but he's an overall arc to the film, but he's kind of more the MacGuffin as opposed to the actual antagonist or protagonist in the movie. And certainly Carrie Fisher. Love Carrie Fisher for what she was done, but certainly if there was a weak part in the acting, I think it would probably be her portrayal. Just didn't have the kind of emotion or fire that we've seen in that character in the past.
Did she bring her rugged personal life into the movie?
She might have been. I think you can see at times she had the vodka bottle right next to her in the base. It's kind of swinging thing. Really, maybe. By the way, though, it was just a kind of a stoic performance on her part, but I don't think it really hurt the overall integrity of the film.
Excellent. And one last question for you, Chris. On a scale of 1 to 100, for a huge Star Wars fan, as we both know you are, how would you rate the movie?
I would give it a 95, and I know that's probably maybe a little lower than some people would say, but I still think, as much as the cinematography was, it felt still a little different as far as sort of the filming of the Star Wars. It didn't have quite. There were some brush elements and stuff, but there were some probably new camera elements that really hadn't seen before that felt a little different, a little foreign. I'm actually kind of weird to say that maybe there might have been just a tad too much humor. At times it felt like the humor was good, but sometimes I felt like they tried to put a little too much humor into it at times. But those are really overall small critiques, and of course talk about Carrie Fisher. Overall small critiques overall of a very, very awesome film.
Well, thanks for your time, Chris, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you, Zane. May the Force be with you too, my friend.